The clock has run out on TikTok tonight. The app is going dark for many users in the United States as a ban takes effect. However, the company's CEO is confident this is not the end.
Rest assured, we will do everything in our power to ensure our platform thrives as your online home for limitless creativity and discovery, as well as a source of inspiration and joy for years to come.
There is a wide-reaching impact, not just politically, but economically. There are, or were, tens of millions of users in the U.S., influencers. And the company even has an office in the Bay Area that it was looking to expand. TikTok is now turning to President Trump for a lifeline. ABC 7 News reporter Ansar Hassan is following this developing story.
Ariana Villa uses TikTok a lot.
You can shop on here, you just can't get rid of it.
The 19-year-old says it's entertaining, it's a place to shop, and like many of her generation, she even uses TikTok for homework and it's her go-to for news.
You can go on there and search up what's the answer to this, and you can get it off TikTok more than a teacher, literally. Trump was the new president, TikTok. TikTok was the first thing I found out, yeah.
And it may be up to President Trump to save TikTok. TikTok issued a warning to users on Saturday that it's set to go dark on Sunday. But many are already reporting they can't find or access the app.
It's very important to ban TikTok in the USA. It is a true national security risk.
Corey Johnson is the chief market strategist at Epistophy Capital Research and veteran financial journalist who's worked for Bloomberg and CNBC. He supports the law passed by Congress and upheld by the U.S. Supreme Court. It requires TikTok's China-based parent company ByteDance to sell to a non-Chinese buyer.
There is a concern that the information gathered by TikTok could be used by the Chinese military to sow unrest in the United States in the advent of a war, which is a greater and greater concern for Washington, D.C.
The ACLU says the ban is based on fear-mongering and speculation. Others point out that U.S. companies like Google and Meta also collect and sell American users' data, just like TikTok. And not just in the United States, but in other countries as well. Billions of dollars are also at stake for American companies in the form of e-commerce generated through TikTok.
You wouldn't think the stock market information and information about technology companies would be found on TikTok, but it is, and it's a big business for me personally. So this is going to cause a disruption in our U.S. economy.
Others argue TikTok already has mountains of data about U.S. consumers, but Johnson warns technological advancements such as AI will lead to more sophisticated data collection.
As concerned as we should be, and we should, of what's going on with our data at Meta and at Google and at X, I think the concern is so much higher when the risks are an actual war.
TikTok's warning indicates Trump is working on a solution. He's currently proposing a 90-day extension once he takes office on Monday. TikTok CEO Shou Chew is expected to attend Trump's inauguration. In San Francisco, Ansar Hassan, ABC 7 News.
South Bay lawmaker Ro Khanna spoke with content creators impacted by the ban, and for many, their livelihoods are at risk.
Some of them were in tears. They were saying, we're not even sure if we get unemployment. What are we going to do? No one is talking about the real people who are really getting hurt with this ban. It is tone deaf. It's a bunch of Washington politicians listening to the foreign policy blob and totally out of touch with Americans.
He says they have almost 1 million petition signatures to call on the president to put a pause on the ban. It's the most signatures he's ever gotten in 8 years in Congress.